I felt inspired today to talk to my people. And of course, if you follow my page, and I know it's not a lot of you, come on, I know it's not a lot of you, but I know, like, I don't want to sound cocky when I say this, but I look at myself as a leader, right? And I'm not expecting everybody to follow me, but I am smart enough to know that if you're a leader by nature, people will watch you and they get inspired, right? So I understand. You know what I mean? I understand that. Take it however you want to take it. It's not coming from a conceited place. I'm just aware, right? And I'm usually sharing just for fun. Like sometimes I just share things for fun. Like when I play the violin and stuff like that, I share because it's fun, and I just want to like commune. Like, hey guys, look at this, and then you guys show me stuff, and it's like, oh, look at you, and it's like, oh my god, my people, we hanging out, right? And sometimes I give a motivational word or whatever, you know what I mean? But I'm usually talking to people that I know or that I feel like. So my intention is to talk to people that I feel are struggling, right? And I'm usually coming from a place where I'm like giving advice, or I'm like trying to be motivational. And sometimes I just lead by example. I just show you what I'm doing, and then, you know, maybe you can relate or something like that. But I forget sometimes that, and I remembered this the other day, but I forget that there's other me's out here, right? So there's other people who lead by example. And unfortunately, a lot of us do not have camaraderie. We don't have people that we come to rebuild, to reboot, to like feel better about ourselves, to be like, oh my god, I can relate to that so much. Like, we usually don't have anybody to relate to, so we just go like in a dark place, rebuild. I say a dark place, I'm not talking about like depression sometimes, but I mean like we just go in solitude, and then we come out when we're ready, when we feel a little bit more rejuvenated, right? But we don't necessarily go to people to rejuvenate us. We do the rejuvenating, right? And I wanted to talk to the people who are rejuvenators. I know all of you are visionaries, but I don't even know. It's weird because words are my best form of communication, but sometimes I feel like I can be offensive if, you know, I'm not trying to be offensive, but I mean like the people who who understand. People who understand what's happening, right? You understand that this life is full of lessons and you're supposed to be living it because you're in school. Like, you understand. You're forever evolving, right? You're never satisfied. You feel deeply. You don't have friends. Because what are y'all talking about? If you decided to link up with the average person, what the hell are y'all talking about? Right? And I can think of a few people who follow me who I think fit in this category that I'm aware of. I'm not aware of all of you. I'm not aware. But the people who take it upon themselves to like push, and people ask you questions like, why are you doing that? When I started my YouTube channel, I distinctly remember somebody asked me, why are you doing that? Like, what's the point? Oh, you make money from it. And I was like, I'm not really doing it for money. I just have a lot to say, you know? And she couldn't wrap her mind around it. She just couldn't understand why I would want to be talking for free. And I'm just like, yeah, you know, I get tired of, and I remember back then I was actually over explaining myself, and I was just like, you don't get it. And like some of us just, you know, and some of us, and I don't do shit like that anymore. Sometimes I fall into it depending on who it is, especially if I think you're like me and then you prove to not be like me. You were just mimicking me, and then you show yourself, and I'm like, oh, that's why you don't get it, right? sorry I'm rambling, but There's a reason that you're so here's the message. There's a reason that you're still going. And I know we get discouraged, because even I do it, and I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this? Like, why? It's because we believe in something bigger than us, right? And a lot of times people, whether they're atheists or they're just negative or they're just whatever, they come and they try to just shit on your parade, and they just say shit like, ugh, like none of that shit matters. Like, just like do drugs until you die, and I was gonna say live each day like it's your last, like carpe diem, but that's actually smart to do. But I mean, like, I'm talking about those depressed people who just say shit, who just come around you to like dump on your parade, and and then you might, if you're not far in your journey of evolution, you might fall into thinking, maybe they're right. Maybe, why am I doing this? Those people left. Thank God. There's still one over here though. But why am I doing this? You get discouraged, and people say, oh, why are you so happy? But you don't understand how many times I hear that. I hear it at least once a week. Why am I so happy? Assuming that I'm just so happy. I don't know what I come off as, but they always say that, and I'm just like, whatever, But to those people, don't give up. Those people are not supposed to understand you. And it's okay. And it's sad sometimes. It gets lonely. It only makes sense when you start speaking. People start going, what? What? They're not supposed to. And it's okay. That's why you're the inspirer. That's why you come up with creative ways to be able to relay messages, because that's who you are. You feel what I'm saying? You're multifaceted. You have to figure out how to speak to them. That's why they're like, what? And when you figure out how to speak to these people, then great. Are you going to be able to speak to people in groups? No, because you're going to have a whole bunch of what coming from each part of the group. I don't get it. What? And then it's going to frustrate you, and you're just going to, I got to go. I got to go, right? But keep going. Don't be discouraged. It's not... I'm trying to figure out how to speak to you. And I thought about this because I'm like, I don't really speak to you. We don't really speak to each other, do we? We don't speak to each other. We speak to the people, but we don't never speak to each other. But I just want to encourage you. And honestly, I'm trying to find the words. But I think it's just, honestly, I think the best way to talk to us is to just sit next to each other and honestly be like, I just always picture like being in observation of the people and like looking, and then like looking at the person who I'm like, and like it's just like unspoken, and it's just like a little grin, and it's just like, what do you expect? It's funny. I don't think there's much to say between us. I think that we find solace in finding each other online and listening. And even when we're listening, we're not saying. We listen and then we get inspired, right? But I guess the only thing that I can say is, don't be discouraged. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And unfortunately, a lot of people are not going to understand you. And it's going to make you feel lonely, and it's going to make you feel like giving up, and it's going to make you feel like, why the fuck? It's going to make you second guess yourself. And I don't think you're just out here trying to do something major. Just living your life and having the disposition that you have, and then trying to share it, or just trying to walk into a room with your disposition. It's hard because people will find you and go, stop the fuck doing that. Nobody wants that. See, like, they come for you, don't they? And you're just existing. And I'm sorry that that's your existence and that's our existence. But don't be discouraged. Just keep coming online trying to find the people you find solace in, because you do have to regroup somewhere. And you can't regroup with the people. You can't. Regroup internally. I hope this message reaches you, and I hope you feel encouraged not to give up or to be creative and to keep going with your ideas, because just like that video I posted, he said for a time, dancing alone is a normal step in becoming what you want to become, or in the process. Dancing alone is a normal thing that's just gonna happen. You're gonna have to dance alone until, and I'm not saying like a partner, like a romantic partner. Y'all saw what I posted today about divine union, and and I was actually thinking about spirit when I posted that, like, and I made a video like this, like laughing, and it was like, I'm not like them women who say Jesus is my man, but maybe spirit is my man, because spirit accepts me. Spirit don't call me ugly. Spirit don't do shit like, you know what I mean? Spirit just keeps, I don't even know. I'm so sober right now, y'all. I keep telling y'all, I'm not like a drug addict, but I will dabble in a lot of things. I will. Not necessarily a whole bunch of drugs. You know what I'm saying? Most I ever did was like smoke weed. I don't pop pills or no shit like that. Drink. You feel what I'm saying? I was vaping at one point. But even like sensory things, I'm always like tied up in doing things for like things that soothe me. I told y'all, like when my hands go to sleep, and just things that I need to feel physically. I'm not doing any of that, and I haven't been doing any of that honestly since I got out of the hospital. And I'm super sober, and I'm super clear-headed. I've been taking my vitamins. I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm more clear-headed, and it makes you wonder, like, we hold on to these things thinking, no, I can't live without them, and I'm doing it. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I want to go get a drink. Like, who the fuck don't drink at the end of the night at least once a week? You got, like, that's what I was doing. I had to have a drink, had to have my vape, had to have when I was smoking, oh my God, that was glorious. I'm not even gonna lie, I fucking loved it. But I don't need it now. And I'm inspired to like leave the house and do stuff and get sun and go on walks, and it's strange. Sometimes I yearn for it, and I think it's just bad habit. That's why I'm excited to see like how long it's gonna take me to develop not wanting this stuff, or if I ever. We hear neurodivergence equals, substance abuse. So I don't know, but I'm just saying. I'm paying attention to myself right now, you know what I mean? And I don't know, just still, I don't know where I was going with that. Stay encouraged. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Jesus is your man. Jesus is, I don't know who's your man. I don't know who's your woman. I don't know. But stay encouraged, because everything that means anything is not always visible to the naked eye, right? You can't see the why for everything. You can feel it, right? So I'm just saying, be encouraged, guys. Don't give up, okay? Share if you want to share with me. I don't know, because I don't know who watches me, and I don't know who likes to have deep conversation, and I don't know, you know what I mean? And I'm a little antisocial, but I'm trying to step outside of my box. I said this when I had my YouTube channel, but I've been inspired lately to like, and I don't know how this is going to work, and I'm broke, and no, let me not say that. I'm not broke. I don't know how this is going to work, but I would love to visit some of the people that I meet on here. And I said that, and I'm really antisocial, like I'm really bad, but I feel like the people that I want to meet, it would be glorious. Jenny is one of them. And I'm awkward, but sometimes I just want to be around the people that I think are amazing. You know? Yeah. But stay encouraged, guys. Stay encouraged. Don't give up. Don't listen to what them haters are saying. Why are you doing? Why? Why are you doing that? Tell them to hush. You wouldn't understand. you wouldn't get it. That's what you tell them. Shut the fuck